What is up, guys? Random footage from on here. I'm driving, obviously, so I'm looking at the road. Today we're heading out to Devon's. The Skyline has been on the lift for the last 2 weeks. It's really why there hasn't been any new content. We're doing a big brake conversion, so we're going from the R32 brakes over to the 300ZX Z32 brakes. I guess you get better, like more pistons on the calipers, bigger brake rotors and such, better pads, blah blah blah. We also powder coated them a crazy looking color, which you'll see later in this video. So we're going over to Devon's. I'll show you guys what we've done so far. We originally were only gonna do R32 rebuilds on the calipers and then swap them, but we ended up just, why not do big brakes and get a better performance out of it. So when I get to Devon's house, I'll go over everything we've done so far, catch you guys up, and then show you guys the rest of the process on what we are going to do for the rest of today. And yeah, so all right, I will check back with you guys in a few. Bye. Well, guys, we are here. Let's see how the old Skyline looking. Been like a week since I've seen it. Little hovercraft. Let's see, we got the wheels over here. We got all the brake stuff kind of spread out. Some of the old stuff we've already removed, and just a sneak peek at the color. If I was a sheesher, I would totally sheesh at that. So we're gonna go ahead and get the garage opened up, get everything kind of set up. I'll do a cold start on the car because it ain't ran in about 2 weeks. Gotta open up the garage for that. And then I'll show you guys some of the things we're gonna be doing today. All right, guys, so here's the car. Let me just give you guys a quick catch up. So far, we've removed all 4 of the rotors. We got the front new ones on. What we have to do, because we're going big brake, we had to hammer the dust shield back. We want to leave it, that way it doesn't dirty everything up. So we just hammered and pushed it back. So this one fits with no grinding anymore. As you can see, it's silent. Then on the back, because the new discs are so much wider, we're gonna have to probably just cut this heat shield, or we'll just probably end up removing it, or dust shield, whatever you want to call it. Other than that, basically all we've done is pulled all the brakes off. We have all the new stuff over here, as I kind of gave you a quick little sneak peek earlier. And another thing that we tackled, which is like one of the big things, is we did a boost leak check on this. So we hooked a compressor up to where the intake is before the turbo and pressurized the system, and we found about 4 boost leaks. One of the main ones being the coupling, it's kind of hard to see right there, was completely blown apart. I'm not sure if that happened when we were doing the original tuning and it over boosted or what. So we found that one leaking, we found the coupling to the intercooler leaking, and we found about, I know the car's up, 3 up top going to the blow off or diverter valve. All the hoses for that were loose. So everywhere that there was a boost leak was causing this car to basically just let the boost spike, because it was leaking by, and then the leak would slowly let the PSI drop. So hopefully we won't have that issue, and the boost should stay a lot more consistent. Again, I'm still waiting for the hoses to come that'll turn it from this fitting to the fittings that are on the Z32 brakes. So we can't even drive it yet anyways. You can see in the cold start, the car still sounds super healthy. It actually sounded like when we were revving it up, that the boost was just a little bit like, I don't know, healthier sounding, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is the car. It's a hovercraft for right now. We're gonna go ahead and get these things start to get either removed or cut. I'll try to get some action shots if we're gonna cut it, but if we just remove them, I'll show y'all. And what's pretty cool, I don't know if most of y'all know that, but for the emergency brake on these, it's actually a drum setup on the inside of the rotor. I guess that's a really common thing. I've never heard about that. So now we got a new rotor. It's way thicker, way bigger. You can see on the inside where that drum setup is, and then on the outside, obviously, you got the calipers. So we're gonna go ahead and work on these heat shields. I'll show you what we do. I'll show you what the brake rotors on and how it looks like. And then we'll get to bolting all of the calipers on, which is super exciting. I'm so excited to see how good they look on the car. Again, the car will not be finished today, but it's a step in the right direction. And once I get the hoses on, that'll be kind of like a little part 2. I'll show you guys the car, the hoses, and we'll take the car around. And maybe I'll try to get a little bit of an actual adjusting on the boost controller for y'all, the AM True Boost. So, all right, we will check back in a little bit, guys. Wham. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys kind of like a mid thing. You can see how sparkly they are. So this is done. We got the pads in, sorry about the light, blah, blah, blah. So we got the new pads in, the clips, everything's in. We greased the pins, we greased the backs of the pads. So that's on, nice and tight. You can see the new rotors, they look super good. Or disc, whatever you want to call it, shit. So here are the rears. So what we did, because these are big brakes, so that means they're about 1 inch bigger in the diameter, we cut grooves on the dust shield, because after looking at it, I really didn't want to remove it. So we just cut with dikes, cut every like 3 inches, and took pliers and bent them back. And we have no clearance issues. This is just, you know, the rear end is tight, but I can't do it one-handed, sorry. So that looks good. And then you come to the other side, you can see we did the same thing. Let's see if we can turn this one. Yeah, silent, so that's good. Then we'll go up front, I'll show you how we got this. So you can see, quiet other than the little lug nut moving. So bam. So we're going to get, sorry about my finger, we're gonna get the rear calipers and pads and everything on now, and then I'll just show you basically where we're gonna stop. So what it is these have a different thread pattern than the new calipers. So we just have to get a hose adapter that basically tightens onto that, and it'll go to there. We're just waiting for that to come in the mail. We just wanted to kind of get everything else done. But yeah, you can see it's a metallic red. I'm also gonna get the little letters, so this will be white eventually as well. So, all right, I'll check back in a few when we're done with this. All right, guys, you can see they are done. They look good. Everything is solid. Everything has free rotation. If you have any questions about the process of these, I mean, they're pretty much just standard bolting on the brakes onto the car. Other than the different hose fittings, which we're waiting on, they're done. So you can see everything's bent out of the way. Everything has clearance front and back. So if you have any questions, comment. Thanks for the view today. Thanks for watching. You know, remember, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.